the putrid smell of death and the viewing of slowly decomposing bodies, then yeah, what a great deal.
Mm-hmm. So now followers of Zoroastrianism are having to look to other ways to dispose of their bodies that go against, tradition.
Yeah.
So some are being cremated, some are being buried above ground inside of, I guess, mausoleum. Is that what it is?
Oh, like in New Orleans, above ground. Yeah.
So it's not like...
I guess they are called mausoleum. I don't know.
I thought so.
I think they probably are. If not, somebody let us know.
Yeah. So it's not, they're not, disturbing the earth. They're raised above. It's
okay, so they're not
inside, so it's not contaminating. Correct.
And they're probably airtight.
Yes.
My limited knowledge of mausoleums tells me that.
Surely they are.
I mean, probably, and don't call me Shirley.
Surely.
Wow. That's really interesting. Like, how big are these? Like, if we thought about a house.
I mean, they're huge. I've looked at so many pictures. I don't have the dimensions
we're gonna look at
or
pictures.
The height or...
Well, I mean, you're not a Silence of Tower architect. Are you? Wow.
But I'm sure you've heard of... I mean, I just heard of this a few years ago, but you've probably heard of sky burials. Yes. I think that's more common, more people... It's essentially, it's very comparable to that. It's kind of the
Tibetan
same
sky burials? Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I think Tibet and certain regions of China practice it.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just throw out, if you guys haven't heard of Caitlin Dowie, she has a channel called Ask a Mortician on YouTube. She talks about sky burials.
Oh, okay.
Check her out. She's not sponsoring this podcast. Unless you want to, Caitlin, just yell at me. But yeah, sky burials, I really like the idea of that too, that your remains are going to feed and nourish another creature, I guess. Mm-hmm. Because creatures have nourished us. My dog's nourishing... No. I was going to say she's nourishing my mind, but she's literally chewing up a...
used tissue.
So no, she's not. There's no nourishment.
Nourishment.
Nourishment. We're also barely literate.
It's the anxiety. I am literate.
Yeah, we're both literate. We just have high anxiety. We'll get better with every episode.
And every therapy session.
Every therapy session. We're just going to coincide filming episodes with when we get out of therapy and we feel good about ourselves and confident.
Yes. Before later in the day when...
Yeah. Before later in the day when our lives fall apart.
Existential dread, kicks in.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have enough existential dread anyway. And we're talking about, morbid situations. But I do love, burials and just hearing about all the different ways that you... Like a funeral pyre, I think would be kind of cool.
Yes.
I don't know.
It sounds so much more fun than being...
To a funeral pyre. If I died and I had a funeral pyre, would you set me on fire?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'd do the same thing for you. I would totally set you on fire.
Because I'm not attached to
this
body. I'm attached to you, but you're gone. You're gone.
Believe me, I'm not attached to my body. Let's just say that right now. But, yeah, if you guys have any questions about the Towers of Silence.
Or Dakhmas. I know that's probably the word I should be using, but I'd only heard of it called Towers of Silence. I know that's like the Western version.
Word. And, we're pretty bad at pronouncing things, especially being from Kentucky. And we're thinking about maybe doing some Kentucky morbid stories. Mm-hmm. If anybody has any curiosities about that, or I have to burp. Sorry, I'm disgusting. If anybody has any stories from their hometowns in Kentucky, or my dog's growling again, or if you want to hear anything specifically about Kentucky,
or let us know
anything. Just let us know. We have an email. It's marvelouslymorbid@gmail.com. So write us. Don't be mean. We said it in the last time. If you're mean, I'm going to cry. And my dog's going to cry. You don't want to make a 6-pound
chihuahua cry.
I mean, if you could see her face, she's pre-crying right now. She's so nervous about us getting hate in the emails. So, we're thinking we're going to do a couple episodes a week. each time maybe something from pop culture, maybe something historical. Maybe we will just scrap that completely and do whatever in the hell we want. We just don't know.
Right, because this isn't, early on. We have no clue what we are doing, obviously.
Just hope someone... Oh, Astra just came up to the microphone. We just hope someone likes to hear us talk, wants to hear us say things about things. And
is that too much to ask?
Is it? I don't think so. I mean, I don't ask a lot. But I think that's good. But thank you so much for listening, guys, or guy, or girl. If one person's listening, then that is our, yes, women, not girls. Probably not little girls or boys are going to be listening to this. Men and women. We hope you enjoyed it, if there are any men or women listening. And if you're just listening because you're bored, then we hope we made your day a little better. And we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.